Hey everybody. So I uploaded my first ever YouTube. I had a YouTube maybe about 10 years ago, but I uploaded my first YouTube video to my YouTube page. So y'all head over to YouTube and subscribe. Get ready. Me, I'm a controversial person. I speak up, I speak out. I don't always talk about what people like to hear. I'm very controversial. It's always been like that. That's who I am. So today, this topic that I have two more topics that I want to discuss. But this topic I felt was relevant to what's going on to black men in Hollywood. Black men in Hollywood. Black men who date white women in Hollywood. That's a big one. That's a deep one. First of all, let me go on the record and say I don't have no problem with who a man wants to date, what color he dates. That's your preference. Reason why I'm discussing this is because one of my favorite actors, Jonathan Majors, is being dropped from everything based off of allegations of a situation that he had with a certain demographic. First of all, I'm going to say this. When you put yourself in certain classes with certain types of people, you set yourself up for failure sometimes. Emmett Till is very real. That's all I'm going to say. Nat Turner is very real. Black men in Hollywood dating outside of their race because for whatever reason, it's a problem. Black men dating outside their race and black women lowering their standards when dating black men, causing backlash. Keke Palmer and Darius. Because I'm going to say this. Now, they out here putting out a harassment charge against Keke when everybody knows that none of it is true. And here's the deal. When you are, how can I put this? When your reputation is on the line, you have to choose better people to be in your life. What an average Joe person would choose, you cannot. We're going to use Jonathan Majors. Jonathan had the show Lovecraft Country. Lovecraft was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And the show took place in the 1950s and 60s during the Jim Crow era. And, his name was Tick in the show. And it was good. It was good. And I said to myself, he made the show. The show was too real. It showed too much of Jim Crow era. They're going to take it off. That's what they wound up doing. Then he started dating that woman. Then after that, his whole career went down the toilet. One of the characters in the show, which brings me to my next topic, rest in peace, but his name is Michael. He played on Omar. He played on Wire. Played a gay man. Now I'm going to say this. I'm gay, and I'm gay as all get out. Been gay for a long time. But the gayness and the homosexuality, period, is being pushed into the mainstream and on TV. And don't get me wrong, we need representation. But we do not, every show that's centered, that every black television show that comes on TV does not have to have a gay character. It does not have to have a gay character. We exist. We know we exist. Now, I could see if the show was 100% lesbian, 100% gay. Noah's Ark was a show centered around gay men. I can understand that. RuPaul's Drag Race, centered around gay men and drag. I can understand that. But why do we have to have, and the shows where straight couples are in, you have to have a gay couple in the mix or a gay person in the mix? That's a question. But I feel like when we're in a different bracket of people, we're in a different bracket, you have to date differently. You cannot be the same. You cannot date the same people. You cannot deal with the same people you was dealing with before you made it. When you elevate, you have to cut off some people in order to be successful, because those people that you didn't cut off, 9 times out of 10, they are jealous and they will drag you down with them at every chance that they get. They are 100% jealous. They are going to drag you down with them every chance they get. It's never not going to happen. And here's the problem. Here's the issue, people. Here's the problem. When you are hanging around leeches, when you are dating a woman for clout, or you're just dating a woman just for the sake of it, that's a problem. GP purposes, come on now. There's nothing wrong with dating a black woman. But yet, most of the black men I know have a problem with it. They dog them out. They disrespect them. I don't get it. The third and final thing, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, culture stealing, culture jacking. First of all, let me say this and let me put this out here. I never had no beef with Travis Kelce. I always liked Travis Kelce. I always thought he was cool. Whatever, he could play football. He's not on my team, but he could play football. And my team is not it is the Seahawks, but the Ravens, because I'm from Baltimore. But I said the culture stealing, the culture jacking from Taylor Swift doing the swag surfing, that's not cool. And it's not cool because it was never created by them. And we have had enough inventions made by us and stolen by them that it is getting very, very old. It has to stop. But here go the problem. Travis Kelce was cool because Travis Kelce was doing a stanky leg in the end zone after he scored. Travis Kelce was cool because while he was doing the stinky leg, he had skinny jeans on with patches and ripped jeans and his knees was out. Travis Kelce was cool because he had a beard cut close to his face, and he had a fitted and he had jewelry on. He was dressed like half the brothers that y'all like to date, so it was no problem. When Travis had a black girlfriend, you didn't hear nothing about that black girlfriend that he had. But now because he got a little mustache, he looked like the general on the dang on TV commercial, he's dating Taylor, suddenly he's all over the internet. Suddenly he's all over social media. It's ridiculous. He was never shown this much. When he was dressed, in his phase of being dressed like a black man, like the black men in this generation, y'all was all over him. Y'all invited him to the cookout so fast it wasn't funny. And now that you see that he's still white at the end of the day, now y'all want to have a problem with Travis. Travis is still white at the end of the day. See, y'all thought Travis was black. Y'all was quick to say, oh, Travis one of us. And I'm like, no. He just another white man trying to culture jack, trying to culture steal. And nah. I never thought he was one of us. I mean, he's a nice looking guy, but I never thought that Travis was one of us. I just thought that he liked to dress like that because he hung around black people and he knew he couldn't be no corny. He couldn't be the only corny white dude amongst a bunch of African American guys. That's it, at college. And from what I understand, he went to a HBCU. Do tell. The man, and from what I understand, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that Travis went to a HBCU, or he had friends that went to a HBCU, and he was on their campus more than he was on his own campus. So here go the thing. When you the only white kid amongst a bunch of black children, black African American individuals, you're going to Malibu Most Wanted yourself. Y'all get that reference? If you ain't in the 30 and over crew, you ain't going to know that reference. And I never thought he was one of us. But because he dated a sister, because he was getting the haircuts, he was going to our barbershops, he was getting his hair cut like how we get our hair cut. We get the little designs on the side, we get the shape ups, we looking nice. He was doing all that. He had the crispy Jordans on, he had the skinny jeans on, he had the beard cut close to his face. Y'all was cool with it. He was doing the stanky leg in the end zone. Y'all was cool with it. Now that he making hot fingers like this to Taylor Swift while she culture jacking, y'all against this man. Nah, keep that same energy. Because I get sick and tired of people in my community who want to keep inviting every single white person that y'all come across that's somewhat cool to the cookout. Y'all want to invite every single Caucasian person that's somewhat cool or had a few black friends to the cookout. And then y'all get mad when people like me say, just because you invited to the cookout don't mean that I'm going to be cool with you. Because why are you really here? Because here go the thing. Most of the Caucasian people, men I know, when they dating black women, they dating them for a period of time. And they dating them for one reason only. That's to piss off their parents. They're not dating them because they care about them. So most of them are not. I'm not going to say all. I'm going to say most of them are not. It's an error. It's a phase for them. It was a phase for Travis Kelce at that moment. And we know he liked chocolate in his milk. Because here go the thing. If he go back to dating a black woman, you are never going to see that woman. If he was to date Jennifer Hudson, say Jennifer Hudson and Carmen broke up, and he started dating Jennifer Hudson or SZA, I'm going to say Jennifer Hudson. He started dating Jennifer Hudson, who can sing, and I mean sing better than Taylor Swift on any day. Bruh, you ain't never going to see her. You ain't never going to see her. Meanwhile, you get real life celebrities like Ciara, who's married to a black man, and the amount of people who say he shouldn't be married to her, he need to focus on football. And I feel like they only saying that because she's a celebrity and she's black. That's it. A celebrity and she's black. That's where the issue come in. Because when he was married to a white woman and that white woman was cheating on him, nobody said a word. So here go my thing with y'all. Please stop inviting everybody to the cookout, because not everybody needs an invitation. That's it. Just because they know how to fry some chicken, know how to bake some ribs or what have you, it don't mean they get invited to the cookout. Because a lot of Caucasian individuals, they grew up amongst us because they were pawned off on us. Their parents pawned them off on us. You still have a generation of white people, Skip Bayless being one of them, of a generation of Caucasians who loved us to death for the simple fact that they grew up amongst us. Because their parents were always at work. And so our parents, who were nannies and maids, were taking care of them more than they took care of us. We got the discipline. I ain't gonna make no friends with this one. We African American kids got the discipline, the whoopings, the hittings. We got all of it. Why? Because they can never take those aggressions out on the Caucasian children that they cared for. So what did they do? They came home and took it out on us. They took it out on us. And it all ties in. It all ties in. So that's it. That's my take on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. It's a Go Ravens weekend. That's it.